I have to say I feel sorry for some of you men out there in the dating world because it is 2025. I'm a 38-year-old female, and these women out here even confuse me. Some women out here putting Jesus in their bio, but then you go look at their stuff and it's nothing but thirst traps, lustful, seductive content. I mean, the modern day woman calls serving your husband oppression, but yet will have no problem going out and serving a male boss and cry that that's empowerment. And real feminine energy is not sexual marketing like the modern day woman might tell you. Y'all are getting seduction and femininity like completely confused. And I've said it before, but a lot of women have this long laundry list of unrealistic criteria that they want in a man, but yet they bring nothing to the table. And we don't talk about that. We tell the women, no, you are a queen, you will be treated as such, but we're not teaching women how to be wives these days. And I would go out on a limb and say that most of the women out in the modern day dating culture do not actually have standards. They have entitlement and accountability, a woman's kryptonite. Some of you ladies are going to die alone, still blaming men for the choices that you made.
You can tell she's seen enough of this circus to call it exactly what it is. Delusion dressed as empowerment. Modern women scream independence online, but can't go 24 hours without external validation. They talk about serving a man like it's slavery, but will bend over backward for a corporate job that drains their soul. And she's right. Femininity today has been replaced with performance. It's filters, outfits, and hashtags pretending to be depth. Real softness, real cooperation, real loyalty, those aren't trending anymore. Everyone wants to be a queen, but no one wants to earn a kingdom. The best part? She didn't even say it with hate, just honesty. But honesty hurts when the fantasy starts to crack. Because when you strip away the buzzwords and the self-love slogans, what's left is a generation of women mistaking entitlement for standards and wondering why no one's lining up to meet them halfway.
This is a question for the men. If you're not a man, keep scrolling. Okay, so men, why are we hating women? Why are we hating women? I feel like women are hating men and men are now hating women. They don't want to get married. They don't want to live with them. They, they just want to be single forever. Like, what's going on here? Are all you men into men now? Like, what's going on? I'm so confused. I feel like we're creating a divide here, folks. Can we come back together? I love men. And I want men to start loving women again. Like, I don't know. What do we need to do? Let me know and I can try to get the congregation together and we could try to move forward so we can all start loving each other again. I don't know. What am I missing? Can you please fill me in? I'm very, 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 very confused. Okay, thanks.
You can really tell how disconnected she is from what's actually happening between men and women right now. She's asking, why are men hating women, as if this all came out of nowhere? Like it wasn't the result of decades of mockery, double standards, and one-sided expectations. Men didn't wake up one day and decide to hate women. They just stopped signing up for systems that don't benefit them. Marriage, cohabitation, relationships where they're only valued for what they provide. And then when they walk away, people call them bitter or gay. It's insane. The real truth is, men aren't hating women. They're just protecting themselves. They're done being shamed for being masculine, done being disposable, done being used until they break. She says she loves men, but if she really did, she'd listen to why men are pulling back instead of trying to guilt-trip them into coming back. Because right now, men aren't confused. They're just done pretending everything's okay.
I don't think men like women anymore. I don't think that men desire us women anymore, us real women. I don't think that they value us like they used to. Men aren't really putting out effort. They're not putting out any type of effort like they used to. Taking a girl on a date becomes an issue. Spending money on a woman is an issue. You should have your own money as a woman. Going out to do something fun is an issue. Why don't you just come over to the house and we could do something in the house? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm from New York, but I see women all over the globe complain about what's happening with men nowadays. Is it women that's not making themselves desirable anymore? Because there are beautiful women out here, beautiful women, ambitious women, caring women, nurturing women who are outside looking for love, and men that just can't keep up with that. Like, they're not communicating with them. They're not willing to hang out and do fun things. What happens to the fun in life? What happened to life being exciting and fun and, going out and discovering the world? What are y'all doing? What are y'all men doing other than that? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Like, what are all y'all men doing? What are y'all doing? If it has nothing to do with a woman, what are y'all doing? Are y'all working? Because we're working too. Women are also working, and we still can do things. We still can go on vacations. We can still go out to eat. Why are us women going on vacations with our friends? We're going on vacations with our friends. We're going out to eat with our friends. We're going to do fun things outside with our friends. We're celebrating birthdays with our friends. Where are y'all? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Where are you guys? Where are you? Where do you guys exist?
See, this right here is the modern woman delusion on full display. She's sitting there wondering why men don't like women anymore, like it's some big mystery. Like men just woke up one day and said, "You know what? I'm done liking women." Men didn't suddenly stop liking women. They stopped liking what women have become. You want men to take you out, spend money, plan dates, make life fun and exciting. But what exactly are men getting in return? Because it sounds like the only time you're interested in men is when they're providing entertainment, validation, or free meals. You talk about effort, but you don't even realize effort goes both ways. You want to be pursued like it's 1950, but leave like it's 2025. You want a traditional man with a modern woman's mindset. That doesn't work. You can't demand chivalry when you've spent the last decade mocking masculinity. You can't scream, "I don't need a man," and then cry because men stopped offering you attention. And that, "Where are all the men?" question? They're gone because they're tired. Tired of being blamed, tired of being used, tired of being told they're not enough, while women compete to outdo each other in delusion. You say women are beautiful, ambitious, nurturing. Okay, cool. But if you truly were, you wouldn't be on camera asking where the men went. You'd already have one. Men aren't disappearing, they're disengaging. They've realized they can find peace, freedom, and happiness without having to constantly prove their worth to someone who doesn't even respect them. So no, it's not that men don't like women anymore. It's that they don't like entitled women who act like dating them is some kind of charity project. That's why you're seeing women on girls' trips every month, because men stopped signing up to be emotional punching bags and walking wallets. You want to know where men are? They're working, building, gaming, chilling, traveling, enjoying life without being drained by unrealistic expectations. And honestly, they're not missing out. You are.
I am convinced that these men just don't like women. They just don't like us. Not saying that they like men, but they just don't like us. Every time we point out like where a man is lacking, right? So it's like, "Oh, we want men to be more romantic and give us flowers." Their comeback will be like, "Why am I getting a girl flowers? They're going to die anyway." Okay, you don't like us. I saw a meme yesterday, and it was a man like, when you're having a bad day and she sends you a selfie and your day gets worse. Huh? Y'all really hate us. We say like, "Oh, I love a man that opens the door for me." Why would I open a woman's door? She got two hands. She could open her own door. You hate us. Oh, we love like the girlfriend proposals, and we love the decorated hotel room. Why would I be decorating? Yo, just say you don't like us. Just say you don't like us. That's it. And we'll just move on. We'll just move on. Y'all can stop pretending that y'all actually like us. We get it. Y'all don't like us. It's cool. We're going to find somebody that does like us, and then we find the people that like us, y'all be mad. It's no winning. It's no winning.
It's wild how she says men don't like women, but every example she gives is just men not wanting to perform romantic labor on demand. She confuses not obeying her expectations with hatred. A man says flowers are pointless. That's not hate, that's indifference. And honestly, most men have realized that effort isn't appreciated anyway. You say you want romance, but half the time it's graded like homework. Wrong color flowers, wrong restaurant, wrong caption. And the part about you hate us because you won't open doors. No, it's because that tiny gesture turned into a test of moral character. If a man opens the door, he's patronizing. If he doesn't, he's heartless. There's no winning because the rules keep changing. Men stopped performing romance because they saw the scoreboard never moves. No matter what they do, they're accused of hating women. But now that men are opting out, women suddenly notice the silence and call it hate. It's not hate, it's disengagement. Men didn't stop liking women, they just stopped auditioning for their approval.
Men, they do not like these confident and egotistical women. Trust me, I've tried it before and it did not get me the outcome that I want. So I'm like, okay, if these women are pretty egotistical, what type of men are they getting with? You know what I mean? When I was, well, I am, but being a humble female and being willing to express your insecurities, you'd be surprised how far a man would go for you. Women literally shame other women because they're all like, well, why don't you think so highly about yourself? Like, why aren't you obsessed with yourself? Why are you obsessed with him? And then it sounds like they're giving good advice because they're projecting their misery onto you, being all like, well, I'm in a happy relationship because he's always chasing me. No, that's a fucking power dynamic, not a happy relationship. So they're going to try to tell you that they're happy, and then they're going to try to convince you that you're the lonely one, that you're the miserable one, right? If a female is tearing you down because you care about a guy so much, if she's tearing you down because you don't have this God complex about yourself, like, seriously? What does that say about her own insecurities? Like, I would listen to women's videos because I assumed, oh, if they're married, then that means their advice will work for me. Okay, I'm gonna be very honest with y'all. Do not take marriage advice from, I'm sorry I have to say the truth. Don't take marriage or relationship advice from a female who is ugly. Because what type of man do you think she's getting with? Like, the most valuable men, the high value men, they are not attracted to women like her. You know, like it's only the average or below average who are attracted to her because she can't even take care of herself to put effort into her looks. The most she could do is put on makeup and hope for the best. And when a female is ugly and she lacks attention from high value men, her personality is trash. Her energy isn't right, and this below average or this average man, he's treating her like she's the queen, which is why she believes that about herself. So when she gets the opportunity to cheat with a better guy, she's gonna fucking go for it because she thinks she's the shit. Me personally, I do believe I'm better than most women. I do believe I'm very rare, but I'm also humble enough to understand that you have to do things to keep a man. You should try for him. One-on-one coaching in my bio.
This one's wild, man. She starts off preaching humility, then does a full 180 halfway through and calls herself better than most women. Like, how do you talk about being humble and then end the video flexing your ego? That's the female contradiction in real time. They'll say men don't like egotistical women, then immediately remind you how rare they are. It's comedy disguised as self-awareness. And that whole "don't take advice from ugly women" line, that's where it all collapses. You can tell she was this close to making a solid point about humility and genuine femininity, but then her own vanity hijacked the message. The second she said that, it wasn't about relationships anymore. It became about validation. It's always about validation. The whole thing reeks of internal competition, not connection. At the end of the day, this is what happens when women try to mix accountability with attention-seeking. You can't sell "be humble" and "I'm better than everyone" in the same breath. You're not helping other women, you're advertising yourself. This wasn't relationship advice. It was a sales pitch for coaching sessions wrapped in insecurity.
When you say I don't chase women, my first initial thought is, well, then go find your man. You likely aren't making plans. You aren't initiating conversation. Your text messages are really dry. What are you doing? Are you wanting the woman to chase you? Because if that's the case, then you probably aren't even into women. You're probably into men. I just don't get it when men say things like this. You probably don't text first in the morning. You don't say good morning. You don't say good night. You don't check in. Like, you want to be single. That's what you should be. If you're not pursuing a woman, then you want to be a woman. Like, this is the problem with guys nowadays. They're so fucking feminine that they want the women to do their job. No.
This is exactly the delusion that proves why men stopped chasing in the first place. The moment a man sets a boundary and refuses to play the clown for female validation, suddenly he's feminine or gay. That's how far entitlement has gone. Modern women now equate self-respect with weakness. Newsflash: refusing to chase doesn't mean men don't like women. It means they're tired of being tested, drained, and discarded by women who think their presence alone is a reward. For decades, men were told to do everything: plan the date, text first, pay, lead, entertain, provide. And in return, they got attitude, ego, and bare minimum energy. The script flipped the moment men realized they don't owe pursuit to anyone who hasn't earned it. These women scream men are too feminine because they can't manipulate men with the same tricks anymore. What she's calling feminine is just men reclaiming their peace and choosing not to dance for women who bring nothing but complaints. The truth is, men have adapted. They're done chasing people who treat them like disposable utilities. They're focused, grounded, and waiting for reciprocity, not validation. So when women rant that men don't chase anymore, what they're really saying is, we've lost control. That's it for today. If I made sense today, do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. See you in the next video.